everyone. Welcome back to podcast AnaKost. I'm your host Dila, and today we are diving into something super important for all of you, university students out there. The title is How to Save Money While Living in a Shared Flat. I've got the awesome Najwa with me, a fellow student who's totally nailed budgeting. Welcome, Najwa.
Thanks for having me, Dila. I'm pumped to chat about this. It's such an important topic for students like us.
Awesome! Let's jump right in. What do you think is the biggest money hurdle for students living in a shared flat?
Um, I'd say managing rent and utilities is a biggie. Those can really eat into your budget. Plus, there are always surprise expenses that crop up.
Totally. I remember being blown away by how fast my costs added up in my first year. What tricks have you picked up for keeping those rent and utility costs in check?
One thing that worked for me was finding a shared flat where utilities were included in the rent. It makes budgeting way simpler. Also, look for places with shared kitchens or laundry. This can save you some cash.
Smart move. And what about food? It's so easy to fall into the trap of eating out, especially when you are busy with classes.
I hear you. I used to eat out way too much until I realized how it added up. Now I do meal prep every Sunday. It takes a bit of time, but it saves money and keeps me from grabbing fast food during the week.
Meal prepping sounds like a game changer. Any tips for making it easier or more fun?
Definitely, I go for simple and flexible recipes like stir fries or pasta. I'll cook up a big batch of rice or quinoa and mix it with different proteins and veggies throughout the week. That way, I don't get bored.
That's a great idea. And it must feel good to eat healthy too. What about snacks? They can sneak up on your budget.
Oh, for sure. I used to grab snacks on the go, but now I buy in a bulk and portion them out at home. It's way cheaper than those individual packs, and it helps curb impulse buys.
I love that tip. Now let's chat about transportation. How do you keep those costs down?
Uh, I mostly walk or bike whenever I can. It's good for me and my wallet. For longer trips, I look into public transport and student discounts. Some places even have special passes for students that really help.
Such practical advice. But what about those unexpected costs? They always seem to pop up out of nowhere.
Oh, they really do. That's why having an emergency fund is a must. Even if you can only put aside a little each month, it builds up and gives you a cushion for those surprise expenses.
Great point. And speaking of surprises, textbooks and study materials can be huge expense too.
I feel you. Textbooks can be crazy expensive. I always check if my university has an online library for digital copies. Buying used or renting books is a lifesaver too. Websites or local Facebook groups can help you find deals.
Awesome suggestions. It really pays to be resourceful as a student.
Exactly. And don't forget to ask about student discounts, museums, restaurants, and even some events often have them. Always check if there's a student price.
Great reminder. So, as we wrap up, what are your top 3 tips for students looking to save money while living in a shared flat?
Sure thing. First, create a budget and stick to it. Knowing where your money goes is key. Second, meal prep to save both time and money. And third, always take advantage of student discounts.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your tips today, Najwa. They are super helpful for anyone trying to get a handle on their finances while in school.
My pleasure, Dila. I hope these tips empower students to feel more confident about their finances.
And also thanks to all our listeners for tuning in to this episode of Podcast AnaKost. Remember, every little bit counts when it comes to saving money during your studies. Don't forget to subscribe and so you don't miss out our next episode packed with full more helpful tips for thriving in university life. And until next time, manage your money like a pro. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.